Hello, welcome back. This is Missy Fawn. I decided this morning I wanted to go through and read the slimapedia entries on Slime Rancher 2. Although I've gone over some of them here and there, I decided I just wanted to read through the whole slimapedia. All the pieces. We're gonna see how far I actually get. We'll start with the slimes. The graphics are so different between this one and the other one. It's so shiny. We're gonna do. What's this? I'm gonna go to a really cool spot. I usually do it from closer. I don't know why I went so far away to do that. There's a little chair up here. Had a little hut thingy. You can overlook this area. I could go up there if I wanted. But when I started on my other world, my collection of Gordos, I started putting them up there, and I was going to line one of each. If you put multiple down one night, they will all get the same thing. But no, it's beautiful. Down I go. Slimapedia. Start with the slimes. Pink slimes are the most common slime found on the far range. They're cheerful, docile, and the easiest of all slimes to catch. A pink slime will eat anything you put in front of them, though they have no favorite food, and their plorts are the least valuable of all slimes. Slime Rancher wrists. Not much to worry about with pink slime. They are soft, squishy, very happy to be around a rancher, and found all over the range. But because of this, a rancher won't go far without finding a few pink plorts, which can lead to largos and then tars. Pink plorts are an excellent multi-purpose generic substance used to manufacture everything from food products to household cleaners. All over Earth, people are eating burgers, sweetening their coffees, or scrubbing their floors with pink plort products. That's some serious vitality. These are poops. People are eating poops. Cotton slime. A hop, a skip, a jump, and oh, it's gone. Cotton slimes seem to have adapted to life among the tall grasses of Rainbow Island by developing a spring in their step that allows them to leap far higher into the air than any other slime. Once airborne, these floofy-tailed slimes are always hoping their hops land them in a patch of delicious water lettuce, their favorite. Cotton slimes are always looking for an excuse to leap high into the air. Be it to escape a corral because they're agitated, or for secret bunny things. Either way, they ensure that ranchers stay on their toes, which would still mean you're not tall enough to reach them. Cotton plants have an inexplicable fluffy quality to them, making them a great alternative to cotton, which is not native to the far range. If one desired a quiet, isolated life on Rainbow Island, but still have soft pillows, warm sweaters, and lots of dry socks, they would do well to keep cotton slimes happily hopping on their ranch. Tabby slimes, those stripes, that tail, that wiggle. Tabby slimes share many curious similarities to domesticated house cats of Earth. With their perky ears, striped backs, and swaying tails, you'd almost mistake them for a true feline, if they weren't made entirely of gooey slime, of course. A tabby slime generally doesn't mean any harm to a rancher, but like their spiritual earth cat cousins, often causes a great deal of chaos anyway. Tabby slimes love to steal things they don't eat, like fruits and veggies, resulting in lots of unintended largo transformations on the range. Tabby plorts are a key ingredient in a variety of performance-enhancing products that grant the consumer a surge of the tabby slime's signature energy and exuberance. And while athletes the world over take them to gain an edge, prolonged use often results in uncontrollable butt wiggles, another less desirable signature of the tabby slime. Favorite is the Q-berry, the softly glowing heralds of starlight. Phosphor slimes come out at night, flying about the moonlit range upon their translucent wings. The phosphor slimes have a luminescent slime core that pulses with a soft glow, making them easy to spot. It is for this reason ranchers sometimes refer to them, trying so hard, as low stars. Phosphor slimes have special needs compared to your typical slime. A phosphor slime and its plorts will quickly vanish if exposed to sunlight, meaning a rancher could quickly lose an entire corral's worth of phosphor slimes if they're not careful. Ranchers must either vac them up before daybreak or keep phosphor slimes in a place that is perpetually dark, like a cave. The luminescent compound found within phosphor plorts can produce light for over 100 years, making it an incredibly eco-friendly form of illumination on Earth. Cities across the globe are slowly switching over to phosphor lights, saving trillions of gigawatts of energy daily. Plus, if you rub this stuff in your hair, it glows and looks really cool. Again, plorts are essentially poop. You're shoving poop in your hair. Angler slime. So pretty. Let me get a closer. Favorite meat is the sea hen, because they eat meat. Angler slimes inhabit the deepest depths of the slime sea, but have now been discovered on Rainbow Island. It's not known what drew them from the darkest recesses of the far, far range to what very well could be the most vibrant, but it may have something to do with the taste of a plump, sun-kissed drumstick of a sea hen. Beware, the angler slime's adorable, fishy exterior beats the heart of a chicken chomping monster. Using their hypnotic lantern-like lure, they create a powerful radiant flash that can stun chickens and even other slimes. Flash out! Angler plorts are able to maintain their form at incredible depths and make for excellent material for deep-sea diving tech. Because of this, they are a uniquely comforting object to hold. To know something can be so small but manage to withstand so much pressure is oddly encouraging, perhaps even inspiring the courage for someone to take on the impossible. Rock slimes, they are totally metal. Favorite is the heartbeat. Rock slimes earned their name from the rocky crown of sharp spikes atop their slimy bodies, but their affection for materials doesn't end with their appearance. Rock slimes are strict vegetarians, favoring the satisfying crunch of the heartbeat most of all. The danger of a rock slime should be fairly obvious. Their rocky crown is sharp enough to pierce straight through a rancher's boots, but it's not all about watching where you're stepping, as these rocks are always rolling. When you see a rock slime revving up for a tumble, it's best to get out of the way. Rock plorts are prized for being a key component in the production of blue metal, an amazing alloy that's stronger than titanium and lighter than plastic. Because of its amazing strength, blue metal is often a key component in the hulls of light-speed-capable starships, synthetic appendages, and protective hollow phone cases. Batty slime, the fiendish stalker of the night, hungering always for fruit. They take the pomegranate. Granite. I don't know. Batty slimes love to lurk in cold, dark places like caves, swooping down from ceilings to scare others with their glowing red eyes and pointy fangs. No, they're not vampires. The glowing eyes lets them see in the dark is all. They also greatly dislike garlic, because they only eat fruit. Seriously. While in darkness, like caves or at night, batty slimes grow hungrier and will eat more often than other slimes. And while they can survive in sunlight, the sun's searing rays freak them out a bit, increasing their agitation over time. Again, no, they're not vampires. Good to know. I didn't actually know that they didn't like sunlight. Batty plorts have significant potential for navigation and sonar tech. Each plort can produce a perfect ping for echolocation. Having a supply of these and the right know-how could allow you to navigate even the most dangerous of labyrinths with ease. But then again, how many of us find themselves needing to do something like that. Flutter slime, like snowflakes, each pair of wings are unique and just as delicate. Their diet is nectar. Their favorite is moon dew nectar. I haven't found any other nectars, so maybe they'll add more. Flutter slimes feel truly at home on Rainbow Island, curiously flying about the prismatic flora, a shining example of natural beauty in an already beautiful world. Their beauty, however, requires a very specific regimen to maintain, as flutter slimes have a unique diet where they will only eat the sweet but fleeting moon dew nectar that grows in the wilds of Rainbow Island. However, you should manage to go through the trouble of collecting moon dew nectar and keep your flutter slimes well fed. They will reward you with the soothing aura they produce after eating. That reduces all nearby slime agitation. It also has pretty sparkles. Risks. Flutter slimes have an innate curiosity that causes them to fly to nearby objects and creatures, and since they have some of the most powerful flight capabilities of all slimes, they'll soon make you appreciate the glass walls and roof of the conservatory. Still, given their restricted diets and soothing auras, a flutter slime just might be the kind of slime you want roaming free on your ranch. Flutter plorts have a nearly impeccable weightlessness to them, never truly touching the ground. If one were to hold enough of them, they could similarly float as well, if just enough to slide a single coin beneath their feet. It makes for a tiny but profound escape from the weight of the world that lingers just below. Ringtail slime. Where there's crime, there's a ringtail slime. Diet, everything. Favorite, none. Ringtail slimes are nothing but trouble. Theft under the cover of darkness is their favorite hobby, and they delight in getting away with as much as possible before the sun rises. The reason for this exclusivity moonlit crime spree is that ringtails have a particular condition that transforms them into stone when exposed to sunlight. And while we're not saying this is an ancient curse, they're definitely the type of slime who would have an ancient curse if that was a thing. Once a ringtail slime starts eating, it will never stop. Just one ringtail slime is capable of wiping out an entire farm if given the time, and they offer nothing in return because the ringtail slime stops producing plorts when it would otherwise be full. If you plan on ranching these ravenous rascals, keep an eye out for a mischievous expression to know when to avoid feeding them. Okay, good to know. Materials developed from the ringtail plorts are extremely resilient, actually hardening in the face of UV rays. And similar to pink plorts, ringtail plorts are very malleable, allowing a clever person to craft a wide range of things that can stand the test of time. Such things could be something as essential as sturdy shelter on a faraway island, or as simple as a collection of family photos that could survive a trek across a scorching desert. Boom slimes. Careful, these slimes have been known to explode. They eat meat. Their favorite is the briar hen. Boom slimes are often heard before they're seen. The slime cells of a boom slime are constantly vibrating, causing their slime to increasingly crackle with energy before ultimately exploding. However, the boom slime always comes out unscathed, though always a little dazed. Boom slimes are constantly building toward an inevitable explosion, making them quite hazardous to ranchers. In addition to those explosions causing bodily harm, they also have the capacity to send all nearby slimes flying into the air, making them a hard slime to corral. I've had no issues. Highly volatile boom plorts have all sorts of applications, including powering rocket thrusters and demolitions. Military organizations value their highly destructive capabilities for medical technology and other research. Imagine that! Honey slime. Nothing is sweeter than a recently produced plort of honey. Their favorite is the mint mango. They only eat fruit. Honey slimes are an odd breed of slime composed of a hypersweet slime compound. Most slime scientists believe this to be a result of their slime cells replicating the natural sugars found in the fruits and floral nectars of the far, far range. Most ranchers agree their plorts taste great on cereal. The greatest danger a honey slime poses is found in their plorts. Honey plorts are the sweetest, most delicious plorts known on the far, far range. Other slimes can detect them from much farther away than a normal plort and will do everything in their means to get them. A rancher with honey slimes need to be careful about unintended largos or worse. Honey plorts are highly prized by food manufacturers. Though the plorts are naturally incredibly sweet, the discovery that they could be further refined into an even sweeter substance made their demands soar. These refined honey plorts are said to score an unprecedented 867 on the Warner-Hopkins-Hong Saccharino scale, just a few points shy of not fit for human consumption. Keep one in your boot and you'll always stay cool, but that's weird. The puddle slime, they eat water. They don't have a favorite because it's water. Don't put them in the slime sea. Puddle slimes are rare species of slime that live in freshwater pools found on the range. These slimes don't eat fruits, veggies, or meat like most other slimes. Instead, puddle slimes absorb water into their bodies while they sit on the surface of a pool. Puddle slimes need fresh water to survive and will quickly evaporate if left on any other surface for too long. Puddle slimes aren't risky to manage, they just require a fair bit of maintenance. A rancher needs a pool of fresh water, like a pond, available for a puddle slime, and its plorts to sit in as they will evaporate it away from water. Finally, puddle slimes are exceptionally shy and will not produce plorts if they are in close proximity to more than 3 other slimes. Overall, a puddle slime is a better fit for a more experienced rancher, not one still wet behind the ears. Puddle plorts are made almost entirely from an incredible hydro compound known by scientists across the galaxy as H2O. This compound is used to create an absurdly expensive brand of bottled drinking water that is sought after by the elite back on Earth. While some people argue that there is little difference in taste between it and tap water, those people seriously are not getting it. Me drinking bottles of water versus tap water, but when you live in Arizona, you gotta really, or California, or Texas, or New Mexico, or Nevada, or Utah, or really any of the dry South states, you can't really drink the tap water. Coming from the Pacific Northwest, that was my favorite, was tap water, because it wasn't awful. Crystal slime. It's as clear as shiny, transparent rocks. These slimes are dangerous. It's as clear as shiny. I don't understand. Diets or veggies, their favorite is the odd onion, which grows with carrots for some reason, because they're odd. Believed to be a cousin of the rock slime, the crystal slime is covered in a crown of shimmering crystal spikes. These spikes seem to form from the crystal slime, generating a tremendous amount of internal heat and warping the materials around them. A truly alien behavior. Ooh, that's a little notice. Like, it feels like the prismatic stuff, it kind of hints at it, and I love that. The sharp crystals adorned on the crystal slime's crown will cause a great deal of harm if touched. Worse still, the crystal slime routinely creates large patches of hazardous crystals in the environment around them. Though thought to be a means of expelling internal heat, these crystal patches are ultra hot and can be shattered if splashed with water. Oh. Though the crystals produced by slime plorts are highly unstable, a crystal plort, like all plorts, is far more pure and can be used by slime scientists to engineer a variety of metals that are completely transparent. This innovation has led to metropolitan areas on Earth completely transforming visually, allowing more light to reach the streets and the space as a whole a chance to breathe. Architects often describe these transparent metals as so totally cooler than normal boring metals. Hunter slime. Never the rabbit. Have you seen any chickens? Never mind the rabbit. Have you seen any chickens? It's meat. It likes meat. Its favorite is the rooster. The hunter slime is a wild cousin of the tabby slime. A much more capable creature than the playful tabbies, the hunter slime excels at stalking the chickens at the far range. The hunter slime slimeology makeup allows for a natural cloaking ability that renders it almost completely invisible. Their only tell is their giant almond eyes, which can often be seen hovering in the dark. This effect is often described by unsuspecting ranchers as "Ah!" fear. A hunter slime has keen senses and can detect its prey from great distances. This makes finding a good location for their corrals challenging. Additionally, the wild nature of the hunter is also passed on to any largos formed from its plorts. A newly created hunter largo will always be feral. A prepared rancher knows that breeding hunter largos should always be done slowly with a few chickens on hand to calm them down. Me, who just did them all and had a bunch of chickens in there. Amazingly, a serum can be made from hunter slime plorts that can actually render a person invisible. This effect only lasts for about a day, but the serum is nonetheless incredibly popular back on Earth as many people find its effects very soothing. Sometimes you feel like you just want to disappear for a while, but then about a day goes by and you realize that not only did you miss being seen, but others miss seeing you too. I love that. It's fire slime, a little campfire, except that it moves and it's slime. Diet is ash. Fire slimes are a rare breed of slime that live on ash. Fire slimes will eat just about any food, but not without it being burned into ash first. The only way to feed a fire slime is to use an incinerator with an ash trough upgrade. Fire slimes need ash to survive and will quickly snuff out if left on any other surface for too long. When keeping fire slimes in an ash trough, simply burn any food item to produce some ash and fill the trough. A fire slime's naturally burning state makes them bad companions for other slimes, as their fiery touch will send a slime flying. Additionally, fire slimes and their plorts need to be kept in an ash trough under an incinerator or they'll quickly snuff out. If you need to deal with fire slimes directly, a splash of water will put out their fires for a short while. Oh, that's neat, but I don't like doing that. That sounds mean. Fire plorts are used in the developing world on Earth to keep stoves and fireplaces burning. Thanks to fire plorts, warm hands and hot food is a possibility for millions of people who otherwise would not have access to such luxuries. The ranch won't get rich selling fire plorts, and certainly managing them can be a dangerous endeavor, but they should know that the sale of each helps those in need. Now and far into the future, the little noble actions of every individual helps us move forward as a people. That much will never change. I love this. Lucky slime. Ooh, shiny. Facts. Diet. Meat. Lucky slimes are a strange variant of tabby slime that seem to have a fascination with shiny objects, particularly Newbucks coins. A lucky slime gobbles up any coin it can find, giving a distinct jingling sound as they move about. However, coins don't make for a balanced diet, and a lucky slime will still greedily devour meat of any kind. In doing so, its body bursts with a shower of Newbucks. Having a little room left in its slimy tummy, this burst often sends the lucky slime flying into the air. Once detecting a rancher, the lucky slime will soon make a hasty retreat. No known rancher has ever been skillful enough, or perhaps lucky enough, to capture one of these slippery slimes. Lucky slimes pose the same risk to ranchers as other rare slimes. Mainly, accidents in their pursuit can lead. Hold on. Ranchers' other slimes, mainly accidents in their pursuit, can lead to a rancher's demise. The promise of a small fortune when encountering a lucky slime has led more than a few ranchers headfirst into the slime sea. This occurrence has some of the more superstitious ranchers to see the lucky slime as a bad omen, or perhaps like the universe testing their greed. These ranchers will ignore lucky slimes altogether, even purposefully shooing them away. Well, until you hear those Newbucks jingling, and then maybe just one shot couldn't hurt. Plort economics. A lucky slime isn't known to produce plorts of any kind, leading slime scientists to believe this to be the result of the lucky slime not being a true slime variant. Rather, lucky slimes are believed to just be an abnormal tabby slime, one whose color has faded as a result of ingesting so many coins. It is perhaps this very change that also led to ceasing plort production. Gold slime, get rich or die sliming. Facts, diet, none. Favorite, none. Shoot food at them. It works. The most elusive and sought after of all slime species is easily the gold slime. Very little is known about these slippery creatures, as they have proven impossible to capture. Gold slimes are quick as a flash and will immediately begin to flee ranchers on sight. If a rancher is to profit from an encounter with a gold slime, they need to think quick. Gold slime produce no direct risk to a rancher, but their appearance often induces panic and leads to sometimes fatal mistakes. Further, the only way to obtain gold plorts is to strike a gold slime with any spare resources in your bag. Oh. Okay. Doing so can produce a gold plort, though it also leaves a trail of additional resources in the area, leading to unintentional largos or worse. Gold plorts have little practical use and are most valuable of all the plorts simply because they are shiny and rare. Back on Earth, the elite love to adorn themselves in jewelry made of gold plorts, far exceeding the value of any terrestrial space metal. Precious metal. For this reason, a rancher should never pass up the chance to get a hold of a gold plort or two from a chance encounter with a gold slime. Saber slime. A bouncing blast from the past. Diet is meat they eat. Their favorite is the thundercluck hen. Once believed to be long extinct or only existing as distant feral descendants, saber slimes have been discovered on a mysterious glacier off the coast of Rainbow Island, and after being trapped in ice for ages, these saber slimes have awoken with dinosaur-sized appetites. One of the fiercest predators during the Jurassic period of the Far Far Range, saber slimes still exhibit an extreme agility that makes them highly adept at hunting their favorite food, the elusive thundercluck. They can often be found bouncing off the sheer walls, slippery glaciers, and soaring ice spires of their snowy home. Saber slimes will sometimes give a fearsome roar to startle competitors for food. Slime scientists agree that this is their way of calling dibs on a meal. They'll also roar just to let any other slimes know they're around, like a mighty Tyrannosaurus Rex announcing its presence in a primordial jungle of old, just like maybe 100 times smaller and squishier. Saber plorts are collected for the historical value, offering a window into the primitive past of the Far Far Range. Some slime scientists have tried to extract the slime data from these plorts in order to recreate a Jurassic giant saber slime, but all have failed. And honestly, that's probably for the better, because as soon as that happens, some charming billionaire would be talking about making a whole theme park to view them in captivity, and then I love the references. This is great. Okay, Tangle slime. A rose by any other name would still eat a chicken. Favorite is the painted hen. Though the Tangle slime may look innocent with its wide smile and colorful flower atop its head, it's actually a fearsome predator with a big appetite for tasty meat. The Tangle slime earned its name from the twisting vines that it can produce to grab things in the environment. Tangle slimes are sometimes found within the creeping vines that grow in areas with heavy pollen weather. The Tangle slimes can be a handful on the ranch if they're not well fed at all times. Tangle slimes tunnel their vines underground to snatch food and plorts from outside the corrals, but if well fed, beneficial buds will occasionally grow among their vines. They're really pretty. Despite the troublesome nature of the slimes that create them, Tangle plorts have incredible beneficial agricultural applications. Fertilizers and growth formulas made from Tangle plorts are used by farms all across Earth to greatly enhance crop production. It is speculated that unusually high nutrient count found within the Tangle plorts that now grow Earth's vegetation result from the Tangle slime's incredible appetite for chickens. But that's super gruesome, so let's just ignore that. Almost through the slimes. I guess I might just only be able to do the slimes. Dervish slime. Twists and turns all day and spirals all night. Favorite food is the prickly pear. They eat fruit. A dervish slime is a swirling, whirling bundle of energy in slimy form. Dervish slimes are sometimes found in areas with strong, windy weather, cruising across the landscape at high speeds atop cyclones. One thing is for certain, wherever the dervish slime needs to go, it gets there in a hurry. Dervish slimes can cause total chaos on a ranch if not cared for properly. They frequently ride atop whirlwinds at high speed and collect objects along the way. A highly agitated dervish slime can ride larger cyclones of air that vacuum up and toss about anything they touch. When dervish cyclones are roaring across your ranch, there's little you can do other than brace for the chaos that will soon follow. Dervish plorts are a fantastic source of clean energy that helps give turbines and generators an extra boost. They are in constant demand as curiously, there is a finite number of spins stored in every dervish plort. Yogi slime. This slime always looks at the sunny side up. Diet, none. Favorites, none. Yogi slimes are a strange and elusive type of slime sometimes found near wild chickens on Rainbow Island, but unlike tabby slimes, their intent is not to hunt, for within their warm golden center lies an enduring love for chickens. Such is the power of this glowing affection that it sometimes inspires nearby hens to produce a rare delight, a golden egg full of chicks and yolky plorts. Yolky slimes can only inspire the production of giant eggs when nearby chickens are able to reproduce. They're not miracle workers, so if hens and roosters are too crowded, giant eggs will be a rare occurrence indeed. Slime ranchers should also note that giant eggs will only produce yolky plorts when they are fresh and the yolk inside is still glowing. Yolky plorts are highly valued for their concentrated nutrients containing an extremely potent variant of vitamin D that allows people to reduce their sunlight intake for long periods of time, making them popular with cosmic pioneers, deep-sea explorers, and gamers. But though yolky plorts can replace the physical need for sunlight, they can never replace the warmth you feel when it touches your face and the comfort it offers to know that the sun rose once more in your world. To be a stranger to that and still have hope for tomorrow would require the strongest of convictions. Twin slime. Know thyself and the other self as well. Twin slimes are believed to be bizarre byproducts of the prismacore's effects on the labyrinth, seemingly being two different slimes occupying the same spot in reality at different intervals. It is unclear if these slimes are in fact two versions of the same slime or different ones, and if so, if they are even aware of the phenomena. Twin slimes can create fairly defying portals that can snag things from the environment and drop them in other places. Generally, this is done to acquire a tasty fruit that is out of reach, but it seems as though sometimes they exhibit this behavior just to cause some trouble. It is unclear which of the two halves of the twin slime is most mischievous. Like the slime itself, a twin slime plort is actually two plorts occupying the same space in reality and always in opposing polarities. This makes them inherently unstable and a challenge for practical applications like other plorts. For example, if applied to construction technology, they would simultaneously generate the strongest substance to ever exist as well as the weakest. On the plort market, they are simultaneously the most valuable plort to ever exist, as well as one that is so undervalued it actually costs you a fortune in new bucks to sell it. So it shakes out at a pretty standard value in the end. Slumber slime. To sleep, perchance to sleep more, and more, and more. They eat meat, but their favorite is the candied hens. Slumber slimes are found among the puffy pink islands of the labyrinth's dreamland, drifting in and out of sleep from the strange auras that radiate from them. At first they seem like somewhat lazy hunters delighting in a chomp of chicken when they happen to be awake. However, given the function of dreamland within the labyrinth, it is possible that some slumber slimes are significantly more powerful creatures, perhaps even dreaming the world around them into existence as they sleep among the clouds. The aura... Its music's great. The aura that emanates from slumber slimes can put other slimes, including other slumber slimes, to sleep for some time. While this can be a good thing if you're looking to take a break, and it can disrupt feeding schedules and plort production on your ranch, so be sure to always know where they are on your ranch, because it is said that their auras can't be felt until it's too late. If held without safety equipment like a pair of gloves, the concentrated slumber essence within a slumber plort can make you fall into a deep, cozy sleep full of wonderful dreams. Once you finally awake, you will recall every bit of the dream to its fullest and feel a sense of deep calm and refreshment that lasts all day. Therefore, a slumber plort should never, under any circumstances, be held while wearing gloves. Shadow slime. Chase your shadow and it will flee. Eat none, favorite none. Shadow slimes are found within the dark corners of the gray labyrinth and other places where they are safe from prismatic disruptions. They are an unusual and unique slime, clustering together in erratic groups and quickly fleeing from the slightest provocation, almost vanishing in thin air. It's unknown if they were created as a part of the labyrinth or some kind of evolution against the prismatic effects within it. Shadow slimes present no imminent threat to a rancher, however they will flee the moment they are spotted, perhaps accidentally falling headlong into the cloudy abyss of the labyrinth as you desperately try to snag their plorts. Their smarts is a risk. The umbral aura of a shadow slime's plort, like the slime itself, has a natural dampening effect against the prismatic energies that radiate through the labyrinth and all of the Rainbow Island. Those that manage to find this rare creature would do well to master acquiring their plorts, as they will likely prove essential for solving the labyrinth's many puzzles in peril. Tar slimes. Those awful ravenous rainbows. Facts. Diet is slimes and ranchers. The tar are formed when largos eat a plort unlike the ones it produces. A terrible transformation occurs that turns the slime into a sludge filled with a swirling prismatic array of colors and a relentless appetite. The tar seek only to consume and replicate. The only way to stop a tar outside of incinerating it or throwing it into the slime sea is with fresh water. One splash will stop a tar from spawning new tar, and repeated splashes will destroy it entirely. Alternatively, many ranchers recommend running away with their arms waving and screaming. The tar are the single biggest threat to ranchers. The tar will seek out slimes to consume and replicate themselves, but will also devour chickens, rot crops in their vicinity, and even devour ranchers. Remember, ranching largos may be highly profitable, but one stray plort and you could wind up with a devastating tar outbreak, as we kind of almost had one a few episodes back. The tar produces no plorts, only more tar, and then more tar still. Largo slimes, there's just more to love. Largo slimes are a hybrid of two slimes resulting from a slime eating a plort unlike its own. They are twice as big. Normal slimes have a combined diet of their two source slimes, making them enticing for ranchers that want to maximize their profit. However, a largo is too big to vac and can only be transported by using the end of a vac nozzle. This makes them difficult to control if things get out of hand. In addition to largos being more difficult to manage and having the combined powers of two slimes, an even greater threat to ranchers lies within these super-sized slimes. If a largo eats a plort unlike its two source slimes, it will transform into a ravenous tar slime. When a largo eats, it produces plorts of both source slime types, making them potentially very lucrative for ranchers that can deal with the additive risk of keeping them. Feral slimes. It's hard to be nice on an empty stomach. Feral slimes are largos with a mean streak that will attack a rancher on sight. It's not known what exactly causes a largo to become so grumpy that it goes feral, but it's suspected that they've simply gone too long without a bite to eat. Like so many things with slimes, food is everything. If a feral slime eats, it will revert to a normal largo. Feral slimes can pose a serious risk to ranchers if they are not dealt with quickly or avoided altogether. Feral slimes will attempt to bite ranchers at close range or jump in the air and try to stomp them with their butts. Mario reference. In any case, a rancher needs to act fast and feed the feral slime something tasty to avoid troubles. Feeding a feral slime not only calms it down, but it also produces plorts in the same manner as a largo, though there are certainly easier ways out there to acquire plorts. Gordo slimes. Bon appetit. Gordo slimes are a rare phenomenon that occur when multiple slimes of the same type congregate. The result is that the slime seems to merge together into a much larger slime that is seemingly incapable of movement. A Gordo slime will eat until it bursts, causing all the slimes to separate once more, as well as revealing whatever object it was that caused the Gordo to form in the first place. Gordos pose no real risk to ranchers. They can only sometimes be a nuisance in that they are hiding something a rancher might need. So, if you see a Gordo, feed it. Gordos produce no plorts in their own, however the slimes they produce after bursting do like any normal slime. Oh, wow, that was a lot. That was a lot. I don't think I can read more than that, but we did the slimes, and I think I'll have to do a section of each of just these because, oh my gosh, that was a lot. And I don't have any slimes over here. But it's Polly, that's the music. If you get really good with your thing, you can start going anywhere with your backpack. So pretty and honey. Come on. Come on. Let me up. Oh. Oh well. slimes here. I worry that they're gonna fall. So that's up to you. You two are fine. God, I love the music in this game. Yeah, these are my angler honeys, my flutter tangles, my thundercluck breeding station, there we go. Grab the two and then three. Love it. Two roosters, two hens, and all the chicks. And we can check this and see that we've had 8 old roosters and 7 old hens, or vice versa. Done. Good. I want a backup of 100 of each resource, so that's what those are for. Grab the other one so I can have a full 40. Food to feed my little fire slimes, because they need their ash. So you'll see I kind of try to have everything to have their favorite. Stills up. Use the torch. I'm sorry. Okay. Weird. And here's full again. I need a robot to just take care of ports for me. you're not so upset. Love that you can just pull those dumplings out of the ground. Ding. You're full too, aren't you? Glad I can hold 40 now instead of 20. Chickens getting off because they're too full. Found a mark. There's more stuff I can buy. I want all the toys. I need all of them. Bye. I don't know what you are. I want it. I want you. Okay. Let's just buy since I have the money. Peach sunflower. Roof table. Roof chair. Mint striped lamp. Blue striped lamp. Pink lemonade umbrella. Teal beach umbrella. Small net. Small sand castle. Snowman statue. Large sand castle. Clam throne. Car standee. Medium net. Large simple bench. Mint round bumper. Sunflower standee. Slime jail standee. Blue round bumper. Pink easy breezy fan. Car fan. Mint bountiful teacup. Blue bountiful teacup. Mint dainty teacup. Blue dainty teacup. Gold slime floor panel. Large net. Seesaw. Seesaw in another color. Seesaw in the other color. Jukebox. Jukebox. Cannon. Other cannon. Swings. Linked cannon. Linked cannon. Not sure how those work. I like your cat. Hey, meows. 3,000 for a ship in a bottle? Yes. And then the golden baddie statue. Golden tabby statue. And the dream lantern. Okay, we bought everything. I want a collection of toys. It just is gonna go through and show me all the things in there. Oops. Yeah. Please go over here. Can you stop sending quartz flying? It's going to end badly. I don't need those, so take the space, take the stuff, and go over here then. Fruit. Florts. Roostro. This is. Now I have 2 Roostro sets. I'll combine them all eventually. See? Yoki eggs. The chickies come out. Take Yoki quartz. Stay in there. We'll need more chickens as we go. And grab the old chickens. You have plenty still. Yeah, they got the face. So if you give them their favorite, they'll drop 2 quartz instead of 1. I don't care, take those. No, you're not gonna give out any more quartz, but take those. Run these down to where I can sell them. Take up all that money I just spent. It will eventually have a port market and a refinery link in each area. It's just getting there because I need so much jelly. What if I mix you with? Right, I made you tangles. You're tangle twins. Both mischievous. They'll happily eat meat. They'll happily eat your food. Oh, they got stuck. Sometimes it'll lag, and it'll like toggle on my thing. Oh, you hop. I forgot you guys can hop. They hop around to play with the duck. I need to get more duck. And then right, I made these flutter sloombers because why not? And I'll grab you the chickens momentarily. I gotta sell. Just start making briars instead. Just all fit, yeah. Okay. 2 roosters, 2 hens, the rest are going up in the hole. Object shot through it will go faster. When turned on, the calming aura of this device will put slimes to sleep and helps them stay asleep to all kinds of disruptions. Though the mechanism is not fully understood, it seems as it must briefly reset every 3 days, after which it requires manual activation. That's neat. Lava dust, buzzwax, and primordial oil. Okay. Warp tech. Make another refinery link. Cancel. I'm sorry about my dogs. You're fine, buddy. Well, my roommate got home, so now my dog has to cry. flutter plorts. I need more flutter plorts. And I can make this! So that was my attempt at reading all of the slimapedia entries. Next time I will get the other entries. Thank you so much for being here and staying with me. And we'll see you in the next episode. Be sure to like and subscribe and absolutely leave comments. I love it. I look forward to it. I'll see you in the next one.